as well today. In this video, we're going to take a look at Port Adelaide's top 5 comebacks in their AFL history. It's been some very good comebacks, and it's going to be very hard to choose some, but without further ado, let's get stuck into it. Number 5 of Port Adelaide's top 5 comebacks in the AFL history. We're going to start in the first year, 1997, against the Dogs down at Princess Park, I think it was. 40 points down after the first quarter. Gradually worked our way back, and somehow, with all our fight and effort, our young team brought home the chocolates in what was one of the most outstanding comebacks in probably AFL history, especially for a new team against the Doggies, who I think ended up playing in the prelim that year too, so they were top of the ladder at the stage as well, I'm pretty sure. So 40-point comeback to win by a couple of goals in the end was just outstanding, and one that will go down in history as one of our best games of our inaugural year and in our 20-year history.
Doesn't know that it's that far away. The timekeeper's got his hand on the button, and there it is. Port have won their first game away from Footy Park, and they've beaten the league leaders. What a monumental upset. Port Adelaide by 2 goals, 14-10-94, defeating the Bulldogs 12-10-82.
Number 4. Port Adelaide versus North Melbourne, 2012. Probably one of very few highlights during our tough period of 2008-2012, and that was one of the toughest years as well, losing Matthew Primus and all that debacle. But round 8, I think it was 10 minutes to go. Port Adelaide with 32 points down, and all of a sudden, Schulte kicked a goal, kicked another. They started to get a roll on, and then with 2 minutes to go, Matthew Broadbent's fantastic kick inside 50. Kicked it to Schulte. Schulte lined up for goal. And this is what happened.
This is a remarkable story, quite frankly. They've shown an enormous amount of courage.
Twice before in AFL football as he kicked bags of 7. This for his third, and to get the margin back to 4 points. Jay Schultz stands and delivers. 4 points to lead for North Melbourne. With 1 minute and 27 seconds remaining, it was 32 points North Melbourne's lead early in this term, and Port Adelaide have turned it on at home. They have kicked the last 4 goals.
So, Schulze kicked the goal with 4 points down. The next bounce, North Melbourne get the clearance. It's kicked out on the full. Carlisle, they bring it around the other side, give it. Hartlett was a free, but then the man of the moment stands up and does this.
By Broadbent through the middle of the ground. Now a long kick down in the Paul Stewart direction. He marks and plays on. He keeps his footing. Got away from Ferrito to put Port Adelaide in front. The power lead at Amy.
Paul Stewart kicks a fantastic goal. The small crowd of about 14,500 stand up. Rowi's going mad on the radio. They're just... I wasn't there, but where I was at the time was in this very room, on my little phone that I had back in the day, keeping a close eye on the scoreboard with slow internet and refreshed, and to see us in front with no more than a couple of seconds to go. They were the most intense last 30 seconds. And finally, we pulled off one of the greatest comebacks of that year. 32 points down to come back and beat North Melbourne. It was a triumph and one of the best games, atmosphere-wise and result-wise, we've ever achieved.
It's Hartlett, dummies around, siren will sound. What a victory by Port Adelaide, one of the wins of the season.
3 on the list of Port Adelaide comebacks in the AFL history is one of the best ones I've ever witnessed live. Port Adelaide versus West Coast, round 5, 2013. Very early into the Ken Hinkley era, we've already proven ourselves with 4 wins on the trot. A great start to the new era. We beat Adelaide a couple of weeks beforehand, coming back from 4 or 5 goals down, and we had this momentum running. Port Adelaide 41 points down at one stage in the third quarter. Gradually worked our way back, and eventually Hamish Hartlett started the last quarter, kicked the goal from outside of 50, almost on the wing. It bounced over the top, and it was just one of the most remarkable things to see live. You could just feel in the crowd, this team is coming from nowhere. And Port Adelaide, fantastic. West Coast dropped off the earth. And it was just great to see our team fighting. And then we just kept going. Goal after goal. And then the skipper, Travis Boak, does this.
Robbie Gray can't mark it. He hits the deck. Travis Boak, the captain, through traffic for the first time tonight. Port Adelaide in front.
Kicks a goal. Fantastic effort. Puts us in front. Obviously, West Coast after that kicked a quick goal, got himself back in front. Then Monfries runs inside 50, gets the handball from Gray, kicks a magnificent goal, and we lead. And for 6 minutes straight, you had 26,000 people at the ground at Amy Stadium, standing there just biting their fingernails, stressing, sweating. And to win that game, it was Anzac round 2, even more special. We showed the fighting spirit of Anzac's soldiers and all of that cohort from around the world in that game. And to win, it's just absolutely outstanding.
If you didn't believe before, you've got to believe now.
Kane's got the ball at his 250th.
With the ball in his hand.
So 30 here tonight, Dwayne. They might have 50 at their next.
Into the top end of the list now. Just getting very excited. Just reading these out. Just memories coming back. Number 2 on the list. Port Adelaide versus Fremantle. 2014 semi-final. Half-time, Port are down by 34 points, if I'm right. Not too sure. Can't remember. But in the context of this game, 5 goals at half-time can be caught up in a matter of, minutes. 5-10 minutes. But in a final, 5 goals is a very big lead. And, Robbie Gray started in the third quarter, kicking 4 goals in 1 quarter. We ended up leading at 3/4 time. And especially over there in Perth, that was something to behold. Sitting at home, stressing like no other to get into a prelim was just surreal. And for our team to come back and keep coming back and to end up winning by 22 points is something that's just not existent in today's world. And especially in a final too. It was just outstanding to watch. And it's just gives you tingles down your spine just thinking about it. And to win and move into a prelim from a comeback like that away from home, it'll be etched in history as one of Port Adelaide's best final wins ever.
Angus, after his man slipped over, takes Talia on again. Van Berlo closing. Monfries has kicked a goal. Unbelievable. That makes up for Robbie Gray in the first quarter. Haven't seen anything like that. It's gone at right angles. Right angles.
One. And I tell you what, this is the best. This is not only the best comeback ever, this is the best win ever. Excluding the grand final, because we all know that's number 1. But round 19, 2013, Port Adelaide versus Adelaide. Showdown 35, if I'm right. At Adelaide's home game, the last showdown at Amy Stadium. And I tell you what, that was one of the best games I've ever been to live. Sitting amongst Crows supporters, seeing them go up by 20 points in the last quarter, and well, you know the story. An epic win. Something that we will never forget as Port fans. And Chad Wingard does this. Outstanding effort. To come back from 20 points down with 5 minutes to go, in high stakes, in an emotional win, emotional game, Port Adelaide etched themselves in history as one of the best teams to ever come back in terms of, a showdown. Something that's so hard, so tough, so fiery. To come back and win from absolutely nowhere. That put us in finals, and Chad Wingard announced himself as a star. Absolutely outstanding.
One last chance, both brilliant, winds, Monfrey's centering ball, Cassisi, Wingard! You know who again?
It is his birthday. Well, he's got a ticket yet.
And it's appropriate that he will probably have the final say. One way or the other, you reckon? It rests on his boot. What a champion he is. He's 19 years of age. He's the most important footballer right now in this state.
Outstanding effort. To come back from 20 points down with 5 minutes to go, in high stakes, in an emotional win, emotional game, Port Adelaide etched themselves in history as one of the best teams to ever come back in terms of, a showdown. Something that's so hard, so tough, so fiery. To come back and win from absolutely nowhere. That put us in finals, and Chad Wingard announced himself as a star. Absolutely outstanding.
All over. Pittard's long kick has gone out of bounds on the full, and what a historic victory. How about that, Bruce? What a performance.
The closest showdown ever. Never had one as close. Don't think we've ever had one as good.
Bidding for the last one at Amy, eh?
Perfect.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my top 5 comebacks of Port Adelaide's history in the AFL. If you have any other comebacks that you really enjoyed over our 20-year history, let me know in the comments below. And again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time. Go the Power.